Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to talk about the fastest way to turn your skills and your experience into income. For those of y'all who are new here, good morning. My name is Jasmine. I have been a full-time content creator slash entrepreneur for the past 5 years, and this channel is dedicated to teaching you guys everything I know. So let's go ahead and get started. The fastest way to turn your skills into income. Very first thing I want you to do is strategize, okay? Listen, none of your ideas are stupid, okay? A lot of you guys have this mindset that you don't know anything, you don't have a skill, you don't have any experience, or the skills or experience that you do have, you think it's stupid and it's of no use. I'm here to tell you that's not true. There's something that you know about. There's something that you went through in, previous years, months, whatever shit. It could have been last week that you overcame, right? Well, believe it or not, a lot of people struggle with the same things that you struggled with. You're not in this by yourself, okay? So whatever that thing is, you could literally be monetizing it right now. So I want you to start strategizing and thinking of things that you went through. Now, when I first started, you guys, I lost over 100 pounds, okay? That is a skill. That is a skill. So I'm gonna put weight loss here. A lot of people, especially in the US, they don't know how to lose weight. A lot of people in the US are extremely overweight. So because I went through my weight loss journey and lost a significant amount of weight, I now have a skill, I have experience, I have knowledge in something that a lot of people don't. So what I did was I created an ebook teaching other people how to lose weight, and I started monetizing that on YouTube, okay? So there's something that you know about. Something else that I know about is growing platforms. Okay, like I said, I've been a full-time content creator for 5 years, right? So I know a thing or two or a million things about growing platforms, and because it's what I know about, I monetize that. I also know how to make money online, okay? Again, I've been doing this for 5 years, full time. So like I said, there's something that you know about. Maybe you've worked in HR, okay? Maybe you're an HR rep and you've been working in HR for a really long time. Well, you know what companies are looking for when they're seeking out new applicants, new positions, right? You could literally sell people how to land their dream job, okay? Maybe you are a single parent and you know what it's like to be a single parent. You've been a single parent for a very long time. You don't get any help. You could literally create a digital product. You could create a YouTube channel, teaching people how to be better single parents, how to prioritize yourself, how to self-care for yourself, how to budget, all of the things, how to find resources for help, assistance, whatever. So like I said, it's something that you know about. Once you figure out what that is, remember, no idea is stupid. The next thing I want you to do is create an offer for that. So an offer could be a product, it could be a service, it could be a Skool community, a paid community, right? But I want you to create an offer. It could be a mentorship, so on and so forth. These are digital products. So a digital product is something that's digital, okay? Just something that's online. So I want you to create an offer around that, and it needs to be irresistible. Let me go ahead and put irresistible at the top. Irresistible. I hope I spelled that right. Don't judge me. It needs to be irresistible, okay? So you want the offer to be so damn good that people feel like a fool to not take you up on it, all right? So you need to have a whole bunch of things included in your offer. So for instance, my Skool community, it comes with live weekly coaching calls. Glow Up Academy, it comes with live weekly coaching calls. It comes with vaults. It comes with meal plans, workout plans. It comes with mindset, marketing, content creation, how to grow your TikTok, every single platform. There's so much stuff that's included. We do weekly book clubs, okay? There's so much stuff that inside Glow Up Academy for only $39 a month. It's irresistible. It's something so good that you would feel like a fool to not join. If you haven't joined, I hope you feel like a fool because you're missing out on so much stuff. So I want you to figure out what is it that you can create? What kind of irresistible offer is it based off of your skill? All right. Once you figure that out, once you have that locked in, I then want you to create content. And I tell you guys all the time, 3 platforms or more. Sorry, I know my handwriting is sucky. 3 platforms or more. All right. So I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, right? You need to be on multiple platforms too. Gone are the days where you only need to be on one. You need to be on at least 3. And not only do you need to be on 3 platforms, you need to be posting multiple times a day. First of all, every day, but if you are dead ass serious and you really want to turn your skills into money, you need to be posting at least 3 times or more a day. You really do. And it's not as hard as you think. A lot of y'all are master overthinkers and you think it's going to be all this work. It's really not. You're just in your head. You're overthinking. You have OCD and you're trying to be perfect. Stop. So you need to be posting. And the type of content that you need to be creating is content around your skills. Okay? You want to curate an audience who's interested in what you're selling. Okay? So for instance, when I was building an audience based off of weight loss, I wasn't trying to build an audience of women and how to be better parents. One, I'm not a parent. 2, that's not my niche. I was creating content around people or for people who wanted to lose weight. So I was targeting people's pain points. Not knowing what kind of foods to eat, having a different mindset. Maybe you didn't like your body. How do we overcome that, right? I was making sure that my content was curating an audience who was interested in weight loss, specifically extreme weight loss, right? Because you can lose 10 pounds, but I lost 100. So I was really focused on building an audience of women and men who had a lot of weight to lose. Okay, so you want to make sure that the content you're creating is bringing that audience in. You don't want an audience that has nothing to do with what it is you're trying to sell. So stop chasing trends. A lot of y'all want to do the cute little TikTok dances, right? But how is that going to help you sell whatever your skill is? It's not. A lot of y'all are chasing virality, and that's exactly why you're not making any money. You need to make sure you're building an audience who is interested in what it is you're trying to sell. Okay, so make sure you guys lock in on these things if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Are you struggling to figure out what your skill is? Are you struggling with trying to figure out your irresistible offer? Leave a comment down below. Also, if you have not already, make sure you join Glow Up Academy. These are the things that we work through. You're watching the videos, you're taking your notes or whatever, but you're still not implementing. You're still lost. You're still struggling. You're still staying stagnant. That's a choice that you make every single day. Every single video is $39. You know damn well you're going to go spend that at Starbucks. How about we go invest in ourselves, build this business, make this online money, and finally build the business of our dreams. Glow Up Academy link is down below in my description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.